In this video, you will learn how test procedures can be reused. Course supports reuse of test logic using molecules. Molecules are a sequence of test steps clubbed together to perform a specific task and can be used by other molecules or test cases. Molecules are written in the molecules worksheet and can contain other molecules or atoms. Let's modify the test case written in the previous video to include molecules. The entire logic can be kept inside a molecule and then it can be called by a test case. So let's assume that we already have a molecule to verify the right operation by the operating system. The syntax to call a molecule from a test case is to prefix it with an ampersand sign. So if the name of the molecule is verify right, then we will write ampersand verify right in the action column. Since the molecule tests the right operation, it needs to know the file location and some text to be written. So we will pass those two values as arguments. $file path is the file location and $text is the text to be written. Now let's design the molecule. Molecules are written in molecule worksheet and have almost same column header as test case worksheet, except the test case ID is replaced by molecule ID. We repeat the same logic used in the previous test case to write this molecule. That is, it will take all 6 action steps and the 2 verification steps. To access the first input argument passed to this molecule in the test case worksheet, we need to write $input_arg1, and to access the second argument we write $input_arg2, and if it had 3 arguments we would write $input_arg3 and so on. In the previous test case, we had $file_path as action argument 1 and $text as action argument 2. In this test case, we replace the $file_path macro with $input_argument 1 and $text with $input_arg2. So we first set the context variable, set context var as file text. Then we create the file and pass the argument. This atom would verify the existence of the file which has been created. With the writeFile.bat atom, we write into the file. So here we send the first argument as the file location, and the second argument is the text which is entered into the file. The next action is to read from the file. The first argument for this action would be the file location. File text is the context variable that would store the text read from the file. And this atom will then compare the 2 values. The next action is to delete the file, and then the unset context var will unset the context variable file text. Now that we have molecule, we need to write its prototype in the prototype worksheet. The prototype worksheet contains the prototypes of atoms and molecules. So every atom and molecule used in the molecules worksheet should have its prototype defined in the prototype worksheet. Zug uses the prototype worksheet to verify the arguments sent to the molecule or atom in the test case sheet or molecules worksheet. The primary purpose of prototype worksheet is to promote maintainability across versions of atoms or molecules. If interfaces change, then this provides for a quick way to flag incompatibilities. The idea of prototype is to allow atom and molecule libraries to exist independently from the test case design sheets. The test case designer would include an external file containing the prototypes for the atoms or molecules. The provider of the atoms and molecules would provide a prototype file that describes the interface specification corresponding to the release of the atom or molecule library. The prototype worksheet has 5 columns. First, name of atoms or molecules used in the test suite. The second is the property to specify whether it is an atom or molecule. The third is the number of arguments required by each atom or molecule. The fourth is a list of formal argument names for each atom or molecule. And the fifth is the argument properties. Scalar or vector if there are multiple values separated by commas. Code provides the option of separating each value or passing the entire list to the called atom or molecule. The other property is to pass by reference or value, that is, context variables, when referred to by name, are considered to be passed by reference. Another property is mandatory or optional if there is a default value. This completes building reusable test procedures topic. Thanks for watching this video.